Yo, what's up, the ground babies? My ground babies. Still not getting used to saying that. Gotta work on it. What is up, guys? What's up, ground babies? How we doing? Um, okay, so, alright, so we're back on shitty car mods. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Cause we're recording this on Thanksgiving. I was thinking about doing a stream, but I don't have time to do a stream because I'm cooking all sorts of good stuff. So, I already put up 2 episodes of Subnautica today, plus an episode of Minecraft Skybounds, and I just wanted to squeeze in one more thing for people who didn't like either of those things. But I didn't really have time to do a gameplay, so we're gonna do shitty car mods. Here we go. Alright, so first thing I see is about fucking Nyko Nintendo Switch shit. So we're just gonna scroll down. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Are these some type of perks that can add speed to those cars? Let's see. Let's see what they get. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, they got 3 of them. This looks like something my mother would do. Like, no joke, my mother would do this. This is Mom? Mom, have you been messing with people's cars? Do you have a business that I don't know of? I don't know. My mom's not here, but uh, I don't know. Look at these things though. This is crazy. Wow, wow. That zoom in. Wow. I tried to do the meme. I can't do it. But anyway, that zoom in really helps. Thanks for giving me that option. But Jesus Christ, look at these things. They just got stuff everywhere. Like every square inch has something on it. And this one doesn't even look like it has wheels. This one is up on blocks. Do people live in these? Are these people's houses? I mean, I'm not judging. You know, if I was living out of a car, which I have done in the past, I would probably accessorize the shit out of that car. So that's considering this one isn't even on wheels. I'm going with the assumption that people are living in these, which is fine. I'm not judging. I've been there, done that. Um, let's see. I'm looking. Oh wait, hold on. More comments. Okay. Alright, nobody mentioned anything about people living in these, but that's my assumption. Anyway, I mean, if you think of it this way, if you're living in the car and you have like half of your belongings glued to the car, that's actually like a really good way of saving space because then everything's on the car instead of in it. So no, I'm just fucking around, but yeah, these are a bit eccentric to say the least. But you know what? You know, I can't judge all that much. All right. I saw this at a festival earlier this fall. Let's see what we got. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Of all the things, that's it's the fucking Sasquatch from the fucking Jack Link's jerky commercials. Oh my god. I don't even eat jerky, but I knew the name of it because of the Sasquatch. In which case, that's very great advertising. I don't eat your brand, but the fact that I know the name of your brand because of the Sasquatch, that's good advertising. But that's literally the Sasquatch from the commercial. It's like pulled out of the commercial, and then you made it look like it's in the back of your truck. I mean, from this angle, it looks weird. But I bet if you were looking at it straight on, for a split second, you would probably think that's actually the truck bed open. I mean, you'd have to be at a little bit of a distance, but for a split second, that would probably fool someone. But anyway, like of all the things you could have had, why the Sasquatch from the jerky commercial? Like of all the things, why that? We found Bigfoot, everybody. He's in the back of this guy's truck. There we go. Case solved. Bam. Mystery solved. Done. I actually, I actually kind of like it. It's pretty funny. Uh, this is for sale in the UK right now. Any takers? Ooh, let's see what we got. What we got? What? What is that? Like straight up, I'm not even trying to be funny. What the fuck is that? I'm trying to tell what car this was originally. I mean, this here. Just what is this? It looks like it started out as like I don't know. It's kind of reminiscent right here of like a Civic, like a Honda Civic. But I don't think that's a Honda Civic. But it's something of that stature, whether it be a Toyota or a Honda or whatever. It started out as one of those kind of cars. And then someone did this. I need more photos of this. I need to see what the front of this thing looks like. Because the back of it looks like a fucking nightmare. Although I do respect the wide tires. I am a huge fan of wide tires. Um, but Jesus Christ, this thing is a nightmare. And then you have the exhaust. You just cut a hole in this body here, which I'm assuming this entire thing is just fiberglass. And it doesn't even, it looks like there's a lot of, like if you're driving down the road with this thing, it looks like it's going to be flapping all over the place. Like all this here is just going to be flapping in the wind because it's not, you have all this gap, which I'm assuming the actual, like, anchor points that this is attached on are further back here. So I bet all of this is just hanging off and it just flaps around in the wind. Like this doesn't, one, it doesn't look good. Two, it's probably not even legal to drive because there's no back window. Three, the front of it from this angle because I can't see the actual front, but from this angle it looks like it's literally smashed in the front. And four, why the fuck would you do this? Like regardless of what car it was, why would you do this? It doesn't even look good. At the end of the day, it doesn't even look good. Like, this just looks like a mess. This looks like it was a movie prop of some kind. Like, unless this was a movie prop, there's no excuse for this. Regardless, it looks fucking hideous. Is anybody, if you want more pictures, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna look that up real quick. eBay item number is blah 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 on UK eBay if you want more pictures. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick. Let me see. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Let's see. eBay. I didn't know you could search by item numbers. Then again, I've never really been on eBay before. I mean, I've been on eBay, but I've never really used eBay all that much. So, how do I search by item numbers? I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Hold on. That's not the one I wanted. That's also not the one I wanted. Which one of these was I using? Hold on. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're using this one. And I'm just gonna grab the other thing. There we go. I'm just gonna drag that over there. Behind the scenes shit going on, guys. Don't even worry about it. I forgot which template I was using, so there we go. Behind the scenes shit. How do I search by item numbers? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say we couldn't find it. But I wish I could find more pictures of that. Um, I want to see what the front of it looks like so badly. Because from here it just looks like it's smashed. Anyway, it looks hideous. That's the point. I love the custom exhaust holder. Oh god. Is this gonna be somebody using like a clothes hanger, a cloth hanger, to like wrap their exhaust pipe back up to where it's supposed to be? Because I've seen that before. I've seen people do that before. Um, nope, close enough. That's close enough to what I thought it was gonna be. What is that? Is that a bungee cord? That's just a that's not gonna work. I'm sorry, that's not gonna work. Um, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but that's not how that works. First of all, that's just gonna vibrate and like slip off the end. Second of all, if it does not do that, it's gonna burn through and then just clunk to the ground anyway, because you're using a fucking bungee cord here. Not a bungee cord, but whatever the fuck you call them. The little, I guess a bungee strap might be the proper. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. It's got the two little black hooks and then the stretchy elastic band that allows you to hook things up. I don't know if you know this, but your exhaust pipe gets pretty fucking hot. And it'll most likely melt that son of a bitch. And it's just gonna go ping! Just fucking pop. And your exhaust is just gonna hit the fucking ground. That's not gonna. Also, the place that you hooked it into is not ideal. Ideally, you want to have it hooked underneath the. You can tell I've done this before. You can tell I've done this before. I have done this on a vehicle before. You don't want it up here. You want to have it cleanly and tightly wrapped to the frame underneath the bumper. Um, and you want to do it with like a clothes hanger because that's actual metal. Unless it's a plastic clothes hanger, but you can't bend a plastic clothes hanger. So you want to take a metal clothes hanger and you want to wrap it around close to back here, and then maybe one little piece here, and then you want to tighten it as tight as you can and as close as you can to the frame underneath. You don't want to do this because what's going to happen, one of two things are going to happen. It's either going to melt and the whole thing's going to fall apart, or it's going to slip off the end here, in which case it's going to fall apart anyway. So, yeah, I'd imagine not too soon after this photo was taken, the owner was just dragging that exhaust pipe across the ground. But hey, they tried. They tried, but I'm 90% sure this did not work. But anyway. Anyway, you can tell I've done that to a car before. Alright. Sometimes the fucking bracket that holds it just wears through and you don't have money to replace it, so you just grab yourself a clothes hanger. I've been there before. I've been there before. But I certainly did it a lot better and cleaner than what was shown there. Is this PT Cruiser? Why? Jesus fucking Christ, why? As if the PT Cruiser didn't already have troubles carrying the weight it already had. I hope I hope you change the engine out on this thing with a better engine. Um, cause like those PT Cruisers, they're not really that great. And then you added a bunch of unnecessary weight on top of. Is this supposed to be for weddings or something? Is this supposed to be like what is it? Cinderella? Is Cinderella the one where they go around in the little? I think it's Cinderella. Is this supposed to be like that sort of thing? Because it looks like that's what you were going for. But my god. I mean, at the very least, at the very least, it looks like it's structurally sound. Um, so, I mean, that's good, but as far as the overall looks of it doesn't look good. You know, it would be an interesting little thing to include here, which I hope that they did, just because it would be really cool and it would be a nice detail. But I highly doubt they actually did this, is if they wired a wire coming up through the body here to these little lanterns, and when you hit the brakes, the lanterns light up as well as the brake lights down here. They put like little red bulbs in there. Like, that would be a nice touch. I highly doubt they actually took the time to do that, because I'd imagine if they did, they would have actually used colored, like, plexiglass or actual glass for that. Um, but that would have been a nice touch. I also would have liked to have seen maybe some sort of like black trim around the top and maybe some trim down here, maybe some little flowers or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you would do this, but I see on there like a website, so I'm assuming this is a business thing, some sort of business. Maybe you're a tour guide. That would actually be a pretty dope tour guide. Like, you have like essentially a small little, like, I'm imagining there's a sofa in here at least and like little curtains. That would be a really cool tour guide. Like, if this is for a tour guide service, like, bravo. But or like a wedding service or something. Um, but I mean, it just doesn't look good. I mean, it's definitely gonna get people to turn their heads, and it's definitely gonna get people talking about it, which is good. Because anytime you can have people talking about your business, that's good. It doesn't even matter what they're saying, so long as people are talking. There's no such thing as bad publicity. That's like business lesson number one. In which case, we are talking about it, and as a result, their website is on screen on this YouTube channel. So, bravo! If the point of going all out on this was to promote the business, then that's exactly what you've done. I don't know what business they are in, but you can clearly see the website there if you guys want to check it out. I'm not going to link it or anything, but there's the website. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly, but you know what? You know, if it's to support a business, they did well. Real life Hot Wheels car. That really does look like a Hot Wheels car. I mean, it's not quite. There are a few touches that a Hot Wheels car needs that this doesn't have, like an exhaust coming down the side here that kind of flares up around the wheel there. I feel like Hot Wheels would have that. A Hot Wheels would definitely have flames coming off of the first wheel here, and maybe some flames on the hood, and like a hood scoop. Like, they always have a hood scoop. Sometimes they literally have half of the engine poking out of the fucking hood. But I mean, it definitely looks like a Hot Wheels car. It's just not quite there. If this was an actual Hot Wheels car, it would have like blue flames coming down here with hints of green. Like a blue flame with little green accents coming down here, an exhaust pipe coming out and then flaring up here, and then some sort of hood scoop. And then, yeah, it's a Hot Wheels car. But, I mean, yeah, I've actually seen this. Actually, now that I'm looking at the background, this is actually at a car show. So maybe they actually advertised this as like a Hot Wheels car um, at the car show, or I don't know. But I mean, it looks nice. It looks like it's well done. Um, except that might just be a matter of perspective, like the angle we're looking at, but it looks like there might be some hood damage right about here. Again, that could just be the angle we're looking at it, or like light, or whatever. There could be a lot of things playing into that, but it looks like there might be a slight indentation right here in the hood. And the gap here doesn't look even. But again, that could be a matter of perspective. I'm not actually... It's hard to tell because I'm not able to see it in actual 3D space. So it's hard to tell if that's actual damage to the body or if that's just an optical illusion there. But hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Uh, but anyway, you know what? It doesn't look that bad. I mean, honestly, yellow is not... Because I'm assuming you painted this. I'm assuming you had this custom painted. In which case, yellow is definitely not the first color choice I would have gone with. But, I mean, it doesn't look half bad. Cramp. Here we go. We're going for a cramp. Oh, Jesus Christ. Remember how I said I like wide wheels? Yeah, not on this. Not like this. Also, that does not give you any clearance. Look at that. The clearance for... Is that literally touching the fender? I think that might literally be touching the fender. In which case, whatever custom shop did this should be ashamed of themselves for, like, approving that. Because that literally looks like it's touching the fender. In which case, you're damaging the fender, you're damaging the tire. So overall, you're just going to be costing yourself more money. Oh, it's called cramp because the literal license plate thing says cramp. Why would you put cramp on there? Are you implying something? Is your car having a cramp with dealing with this shit? I mean, that can't handle very well, I'd imagine. Like, you have no clearance. Like, if you hit a bump, assuming you have any suspension in there, which I'd imagine you do, that wheel's gonna go up, smash into the fucking top of the fender, like, every time you hit a bump. That's not good. That's why you always have, like, a decent amount of clearance between your wheel and your fender, because every time you hit a bump now, it's gonna be doing this. And that's just gonna be fucking damaging the wheel, it's gonna be damaging the body, it's not good. That's not... And it probably drives like shit, too. Like, on top of it, you probably ruined being able to enjoy driving it. And it looks ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna do it, if you're going to do the wide tires, which I'm a fan of wide tires, if you're going to do it, widen the fenders to match the tires. Otherwise, don't do it, because otherwise it just looks ridiculous. And also, make sure your clearance is, like, just... it bothers me. It physically bothers me to see this. I can't. I can't look at that anymore. It just... Maybe that's why it's called cramp. Maybe these people are actually geniuses. And they're like, hey, looking at this photo is going to make people cramp up. Because they're just so infuriated by it. Cause this just it annoys me. It genuinely annoys me. That's all I can say about it. Okay, oh, this beauty. Here we go. Here we go. That is beautiful. You know what? You know what? Bravo. Bravo. This was originally a Volkswagen Beetle bus, it looks like. Uh, it's the cat bus from My Neighbor uh, Totoro. Oh, is that actually is it actually from a movie? Yeah, cuz they have the My Neighbor. Oh my god, I need to save this photo. Can I save this photo? I know somebody who would love this. I'm just going to save it there. That's fine. I know somebody who would love this. Oh my god, that's really cool. Now that, because I see the seat covers now, and that's definitely the guy from that movie. That's really cool, actually. This does not deserve to be on Shitty Car Mods. This is done very well. Um, and the funny thing about this is it's probably just a wrap, and then like they put like the nose on there because the nose had to have been custom done. But the rest of it's probably just a wrap and then some seat covers. But you know what? Looks good, and I know lots of people who would really appreciate this. Uh, so there you go. There you go. Well done. All right, here we go. This will be the last one for this episode. And my God, is it a good one? Okay. Well, I mean, this is a matter of, you know, opinion. But, I mean, it looks like, at the very least, it looks like it's well done. It's not, like, half-assed. Which, when you're doing this kind of modification to a vehicle, it's very important that it's well done and not half-assed. Because if it's half-assed, somebody's gonna die. So it looks like it was professionally done. In which case, good job on that. You get one clap. You got one clap there. Uh, the wheels look nice. I like the color coordination. The one thing I don't like about this, because overall it looks nice. Well, actually, there's two things I don't like about this. The one thing, I don't like when you jack trucks up like really high up. And maybe that's just me, but I'd imagine there's quite a few people who agree with that. Cause like it just, I don't know. I feel like your chances of tipping this thing are substantially higher because the higher up you go, the more you fuck with your center of gravity. Which, I mean, that's why all the suspension and stuff is there to help with that. But I feel like you have a higher chance of flipping this thing the higher up you go with it. Because that's just how physics works. The higher up you go with this thing, the more likely you're going to be to tip the fucking thing over on the freeway. And again, I'm not trying to generalize anybody, but in my experience with people I've seen driving vehicles like this, I've never seen anybody drive a truck that's jacked up like this and not drive it in a way that's like a safety hazard to everybody around them. Like, anytime I ever see anybody driving a truck like this, they're going way too fast. They're trying to pass, like, as many people as they can. Sometimes in places where you're not even supposed to pass people. And they're being overly obnoxious, usually by blaring music or, like, honking the horn. Or it's just, like, anytime I see somebody driving this, they're not driving it in a way that's safe. So Maybe there are people who own trucks like this that drive safely, and in which case I apologize. But the majority of people I've seen who drive trucks like this, they drive very unsafely. And unsafely, is that... I feel like that's... Is that not a word? I don't know. The point is that... I, I don't know. That's just my personal experience. But the second thing that I don't like about this is the mirrors. I feel like the mirrors come out way too far. Um, but they are the kind that fold in, so that's nice. But otherwise, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it looks good, but again, I would be scared of fucking tipping this thing. Um, but anyway, yeah, that's gonna end this episode. So, thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to become a ground baby. And I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.